Our program is, our coaches, our players are very excited to begin the year. Our practices have been going very well, and you know, our players are very excited to probably face others than themselves at this point too with practice. So they're excited to show you guys what they've been doing for the last couple of weeks when we start our year with the exhibition game on November 2nd. And I just want to say, you know, I know that this year our players are excited about having preseason ranking. They've got us in some cases at number 12, which I think is the highest for our program, which is exciting to all of us. But I think the biggest thing that they want to do is be able to bring a NCAA tournament game here to Carnesecca Arena, which we have an opportunity to do this year to host one of our games. And again, thank you all for being here. Obviously, we had a special group that came in here some 3 years ago, going on their 4th year. They were a highly ranked class coming in, a lot of expectations on them. They meant a heck of a lot to our program. But I think also, let's not forget those who built the foundation for them, that came before them, players like Kia Wright and Angie Clark, and players that believed in what we were doing some 8 or 9 years ago. But this group of seniors has a special place in my heart and our program's heart. They've taken us to new levels. They've dealt with expectations their whole lives, and they've come through on all of them. And they have a goal this year to finish off their legacy, and they want to continue to get to the postseason and leave this place knowing that they've gone to 4 straight NCAA tournaments. They left it in a better place than when they came in, and for the future. And they're proud of what they've done here, and they're proud of our university. Being here, as I've said before, allowed me to be a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more understanding of the culture, the landscape. So in some areas, it's been a seamless transition. I think for any assistant that takes over, there are certain things that are built in that you have to be ready for, and a lot of that becomes workflow, and everybody giving you a knock on that door, and you coming to those decisions. So I think the transition for me has been probably everything that I expected. Being here at St. John's for 9 years helped me along through a lot of it, and especially our players and our administration. They've given me a great deal of support, which has made this transition as seamless as it can be for an assistant going over to become a head coach. We talk about this university and our program. We talk a lot about people who you're going to spend a lot of time with, and the people that build up our community and the support that they give us as a program. St. John's has allowed me to grow from a graduate assistant to a head coach. Not a lot of places will allow you to do that. I talk with our players about that, you know, each and every day I can, to get them to understand that this is a place that will allow you to grow, not just as a basketball player, but as a person. And I'm living proof that they've allowed me to do that. So I have some validity and some credibility behind that. But I couldn't be more excited. Is it special? There's no question, but it's also about St. John's. It's about this place and how special this place is. Changed over the years, and this group of players gives me an opportunity to really feel comfortable about what we're trying to accomplish. So for me, the fact that we've had players that I know, that I've recruited, that understand me, that trust me, and I think trust is the biggest piece, because I think if you're an assistant taking over a new program that has those expectations, and you don't know those players, you don't know the landscape, it's a lot harder. I think that these players have that built-in trust with me now, and have had them over the years, which has allowed me to kind of make sure that stepping over into that new seat, we're on the same page. And I think that's the hardest part, is keeping them on the same page, but also making sure that they understand that I am different from the previous coach, but at the same time, our expectations never change. And I think that their expectations are to win. And they've done that for 3 years, and they want to continue that. So my job is to almost sometimes step out of the way, get out of the way, and let them play a little bit, but also make sure that we're maintaining what we've been successful at over the last number of years. Never change. I think we've been successful for a reason, and the reason is because we've got players who are great in an up-tempo game, whether it be on both sides of the floor. That will never change. We want to make sure that we're playing an exciting style of play for our players, for our fans, and something that's conducive to what we see every day in our conference. And I think that as far as style of play, we're going to continue to do the things that we've been doing. There may be some different tweaks in there, maybe some different philosophy here and there as far as what we're doing, but as far as our style of play, that won't change. You know, and I think that our players are certainly comfortable as well, being here for 3 years and being with me and obviously Coach Rico for those 3 years. We've built this program a certain way, and pretty much there's no reason for us to veer from that or try to make a radical change with them, because I think we've been successful for a reason, and that's what our vision was for 9 years in trying to build this thing up. So we'll continue to do that. You won't see too much of a style of play change, but you'll see different personnel, I think, is the biggest difference. I think we have a deeper team than we've ever had as far as going through our lineup, where we don't have that drop off, and we've got the numbers where we can probably press a little bit more and get up on people a little bit more. So you may see a little bit of a change there. From the ground up, it's a great opportunity to see it come to fruition and see that we've got a program now that has been in the top 25 the last number of years and has been able to stay there. And we talked about for years about, hey, you can get there and teams can get there and they have a great group of players and they can get there for 1 year, but the hard part is to be able to stay there. And we've really talked about that year after year, about trying to make sure that we stay there. And I think that, we're in a world now of what have you done for us lately, and I think that that's a big thing, and our players know that, and people that watch us know that. But if you look at this year, we've got 7 televised games, along with our new platform with STJ TV. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better platform, to be seen on across the country. So we've got people now who can watch us all over via the web, via our broadcast, or via national TV. So I think it speaks volumes to the respect that our program has garnered over the last number of years, and we could not be more excited to have the opportunity to have our players showcased, to have our program showcased, and our universities being showcased as well.